I just want to impress on them that in general I never think about them at all. It's just for some reason whenever we record this, they sort of come to mind. It's a fool's errand, though, isn't it? I make that point because we are discussing right now. Do you know what I mean? I think, so what you're worried about is Americans think that all we think about is the royal family. And you're trying to, you're trying to sort of quash that by A, referring to the royal family, and B, referring to the royal family.
I think I'm going to pick up smoking.
Yeah, that's what I'm sure. I think it's about showing off, telling people, making points about one interest in the royal family. So, or one's level. So I think the real value is going to be us not bringing up the royal family as much. So you should indeed not wear that for exemplary face. For example. Okay, that's one of the things we can do. Okay, because that might be what's going to stick around for us. It could be that. So I think it's business. Here along the flipping You know when people say, oh, this is having changed.
Okay, the networks are down, the equipment is ready, and we've crippled...
All they'll say about sharks is that this feature hasn't changed. How are you supposed to react to that? I don't know what you're supposed to do. You think you're supposed to think it's weird? Yeah, it's just that it hasn't changed. Isn't it more amazing that things have changed? Evolution is incredible, isn't it, right? So what they're saying is his example of evolution when it didn't happen. But they're supposed to celebrate that. They've already reached they're the optimum thing. They don't need to evolve it. Have you seen a lizard? They're saying that's the optimum thing. That thing crawling around the ceiling on your holiday, eating insects. I read something on the internet the other day that said that there's a phenomenon in evolutionary science where over the millennia or whatever, various animals, different animals, have evolved into a crab. But completely independently, different things have ended up as a crab, like a beaver and an alpaca. Yeah, and whatever. Eventually they meet the shores of Brighton. So that means there are multiple sort of lines of family that lead to crab that aren't related to each other at all. Yeah, it's like all roads lead to Rome, but all organisms eventually turn into a crab, because the crab is like the ultimate. It's purely evolved in the correct way. So, what you're suggesting is that the crab is the perfect organism. I'm not suggesting it. I'm asserting it strongly. When it comes to there can be only one, it's going to be down to shark versus crab, is what you're saying. Yeah, but final dominance of the Earth. this mankind thing is just a passing phase. So do you think we're on our way to being crabs? Well, science suggests we are. We're just taking the long scenic route to the final crab. I tell you what, when you think about it, has there been an increase in cycling? Yes, undoubtedly. There has, isn't there? Think about the crime stats. There's more cycling. People cycling up and down. That's probably a sign, essentially. What do people have to do more than anything else when they go out there? Go for a pound at sea. Probably the same. Of course, now people just slide. Oh my God! So what's the one thing we would all do to improve our hands? Good. Turn them into claws. One last thing.
All right.
Yeah. When they're playing this pretend on the film, I can roughly version it out. Yeah. It's all falling into place. We are, as we evolve as a society, we're also making better and better external protective clothing. Yes. So you saying we like getting dressed? we all love to nestle between two thick slices of floury white bread. Well, I wouldn't. Actually sounds quite nice. And we're getting better at making protective exoskeletons. I'd say compared to where we were 1,000 years ago. Are you talking about cortex? I'm just going to pause you there and literally ask you why are you talking about the level? I'm talking about we've got a natural lurch towards the shell. So
What's up?
I'm talking about riot
See you
police.
around.
I'm talking about riot police. I'm talking about sensible cyclists.
Okay, that's a good
I'm
point.
talking about people in the skate park. So you think that maybe humanity is barreling towards becoming a kind of lycra crab? I'm saying in some aspect, on some level, we know where we're heading and we're helping ourselves along our way.
And if you look at that cycle helmet technology, it is that organic technology, isn't it? Where it's lightweight, but it's durable, but it's curved to the shape of a middle-aged man's head. It's got that. It's got that organic technology. Where's the crossover? Where does the technology end? And this really boring fucking dick called Brian starts. Do you know what I mean? When you see a middle-aged cyclist. Also, you know the way they walk? When they're walking and they've got the shoes on.
Yeah.
The clackety shoes. The clacketing across the pavement in the clackety shoes.
Yeah, and all of those guys like eating bacon. What they don't tell you is that they like it on a string. They keep it for us.
And also, I can guarantee you something. If you get 5 or 6 of those guys and you stick them in a ginormous bucket, full of water, they will panic in the same way that crabs do. They'll try and scramble up the sides in the same way that crabs do, and eventually they'll lose energy and just sort of sit there looking a bit depressed.
And you can crack them right open.
And you can crack them right open.
Gorge on the fresh units.
Get some vinegar in there. It's a nice seaside treat with some vinegar, isn't it? Yeah. The sound of gulls and a special little fork to get up in the shin and get all that flesh out of the shins.
The big argument has always been: do crabs and lobsters feel pain when you boil them to death? And
yeah, because there's an intuitive answer, isn't it? It comes to life.
But I think the consensus is that they do feel pain, but they're too stupid to associate pain with distress. So pain for them is just like a little light going, like in your car when it kind of goes over and you're out of oil. You don't feel sad because of it, you're just like, oh, here we are. Do you see what I mean? So they experience it, but they're just like, that's life.
Well, that's ideal, isn't it? Because pain is a warning system, right?
Now the ball is flying
really,
the colors of the Los Santos
the fact that it
panic
hurts
for the
as well is
wars.
quite annoying.
Perfect.
Ideally,
Because they are the
like officers do.
Exactly.
A
Bugs
dashboard
obviously
just tells you your leg is in trouble rather than your leg's hurting.
But people ignore a dashboard, don't they? People will ignore a dashboard warning light for weeks or even months.
No, this isn't an exotic S&M car. These are one of the nation's toughest.
But that's why every lobster goes into the hotel. I mean, we've gone off topic here. It's a good point. What is a lizard really? But a crab without its shell.
Well, like everything, it's going to be a crab at some point, so especially when this podcast goes out.
The thing that first comes to mind, music-wise, is the old tail comes off if you grow it.
Yeah, is that true?
Well, it's not only that the thing is that it comes off and regrows, isn't it? That's the effect. Although I did have an acquaintance of mine who was local to me, like 7-year-old, who only a few days ago was trying to tell me that this also applied to the roots of this, which I took issue with.
All right, here's the deal. I got the pilot who can get our container off the ship. The thing is...
So not afraid, then you can go.
Okay, well, as far as that goes, we get on absolutely. For example, in COVID restriction times, we wouldn't go out as a pair for we wouldn't go out to chillin.
No. But if you cross paths in a hot toilet or something, you do a banana or something.
Absolutely. But the point the 7-year-old was making, whether or not she was right about the fact that if you chop a lizard's leg off, it can grow back, there is some sort of recourse for it. She was talking about the potential applications. But she thinks it's the link, so what I mean, as it mankind, as it, like,
So for example, if you were to lose a limb, say, for example, you could have to replace lots of
downstairs.
Yeah, or to someone's cycling down the road.
They could have two little tails on each side of the
Is that possible? Do we know?
No, so was she talking about the possibility of human limb regrowth?
Human anything at all? Well, you're a man of science, Mike. I've often wondered this, and I wonder whether you can clear this up for me. There are certain parts of your body, right, that do replenish themselves, right, to a degree.
Yeah.
So if you bite off a tiny bit of the inside of your cheek by mistake, I've done that in the past. Yeah. And maybe a tiny like little milligram of human flesh disappears and gets eaten. That will be replaced, right? Yeah.
Fingernails.
Yeah, fingernails, liver, famously. But Mike, what is the threshold above which the body just doesn't bother anymore? Like, so a big gash in your arm will eventually heal up. But if I cut off my arm, it just gives in. Well, even a big gash in your arm depends how deep you go, right? Because you might if it's a little skinny thin gash, it'll heal up. But if it's deep, you'll get a scar, won't you? It won't completely come back. Similarly with knocking, right? If you nosh up a couple of brain cells, they ain't coming back. That's a one-way street line, isn't it?
This is that. So I remember hearing that fact. Yeah, that the brain cells don't regenerate. So yeah, if you don't. Is this in any way linked to? There are certain things which keep growing, and certain things which don't, aren't there?
Ears. Prince Charles's ears.
Prince Charles. Well, no. Human. Sorry, excuse me. That's not the same. Human male ears get longer. Longer. They don't grow. They get longer. So you end up with longer and longer ears on men, especially. You'll notice that the ear doesn't tend to grow out so much. It's down. So you get a long.
They keep on. I didn't know that. The other thing you might say is that carries on after death, like fingernails keep growing after death. But again, I think that's a bit of a farce. The fingernail thing, I think, is more that someone your kind of Birkenhead grave robbers rocked up, dug someone up, and they remember a loving set of freshly manicured nails just before taking down on the wagon. But when they did it up to sell, lo and behold, they've got very good fingernails. But I think that's from the whole thing, because everything else around them is sort of withered and reduced, so it's relative.
I'm just picturing those photos you get. You get the photo of the amazing lady who's never cut a fingernail.
She's alive.
Well, she'd be alive in the photo, but dead since. Because I'm picturing quite an old black and white photo. But they're always smiling, and they've got these incredible nails that curl all over the room, like all over.
They'd be brilliant for kind of for angling and things, or for disappearing. Yeah, whisking.
Most of the time, those are an absolute nightmare, aren't they? Just the basics of getting up in the morning and sort of.
Oh yeah, your partner's going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting at home. A lot of very basic tasks. It's clear what she was up to.
There's a long period in that career where your fingernails are just really annoyingly long for you and everyone you know, but you still can't actually monetize it. I'd say that's probably a good decade.
You're just waiting for this to fail when someone's going to document you and your photograph.
You end up in some freak book compilations. Probably wonder if it's worth it at that stage. So anyway, that's a bit of a diversion. We were talking about this. We're interested in regeneration of the. Oh, have either of you seen that documentary on Netflix? It was called something like My Octopus Friend.
I've seen a bit of that.
Basically, over lockdown, there's things happen where. You know, like there's fads, obviously in TV and so there's like everyone's talking about something. But the turnover of that is so fast now. But there was basically there's like a sort of day and a half where everyone was obsessed with My Octopus Friend.
We jumped on that bandwagon and we got so far that it was interrupted by Cam, and we haven't returned to it. I think because Tennessee came in for a chance to finish it.
Right.
Just to explain, Cam is your dog. That's right. And
yes.
But yeah, we just did a bit of regeneration.
Exactly. It's actually called my Octopus Teacher. Which just sounds like the absolute kind of cynical, dry children's book idea. Shit sounds like I think that it just sounds like a celebrity children's book, doesn't it? Right, so what's not been done? Kids have teachers, so I'm in a hurry. what isn't a teacher isn't normally what? Like different. A radiator, teacher. Terms of radiation. My radiation. What Victoria's radiation? No, my teacher is my curtains. Yes, through my octopus teacher, and it's your classic story of depressed man loses the will to live and
Lives in an extraordinary which must help if you're having a crush breakdown.
he goes out snorkeling one day and he meets an octopus and he hits it off instantly.
Who, for the sake of this episode, we'll just say the octopus is a swimming lizard, just to make things easier.
It's a kind of aquatic animal.
What is he taught by the octopus?
It's basically it's geography, economics, and not biology.
At what stage does he have sex with the octopus?
Well, that's the thing. Because the octopus is in a teaching, caring role, it's very, very, very controversial.
There's a word, they won't nail it, course, but we get there. It's just suggested. Sadly enough, when I lost in translation, the last scene with Canvas goes gently to the octopus, and we don't know what it says.
Well, there's a great scene when he's ready to do it, he's ready to see the octopus. He tells his wife he's leaving him, and he goes to the octopus, he chases the octopus round the reef's range, and then taps on his shoulder, the octopus turns around and touches his waist. It's the wrong one. So, the point I'm making is that the octopus loses an arm. Or a leg. And it's quite very, very sad.
How does it lose its arm?
Shark.
It's shark. It's a little shark.
But Mike, I don't think it's too much to ask you this. Do you think that the fact that octopuses can move their the science could do that for humans to do that with their whole bodies, basically become water?
Well, I'm the guy who octopus.
Shit! Chopper's heading for you. You're going to have to deal with them before you can fly out of there. You better find something and defend yourself, and fast.
Is it true?
It's got a sort of, I think I might say, a sort of comedy nice elements that has a kind of beak on the end. I think I'm probably next to this.
I want to get to the truth of this. Is the beak to do with the mouth there and the egg?
I'm afraid it makes the end. That's what it is. It comes to octopus big heads. But
And how does that relate to combi boiler technology? Similar? Because combi boiler is generally never water tank.
yes.
There's a combi now they get test. Go straight in now. That Zoom is broken there. That was a genuine absolute stupid my fault.
You basically stuck it.
So blizzards.
The other thing about lizards is the belief, the widespread belief, that the British royal family are deep lizards.
There's the whole conspiracy.
The evolutionist to this fact, all this sort of editing. This is a poor decision.
So lizards are kind of generally portrayed as nasty in a way, which maybe feels a bit harsh, doesn't it? Because he's obviously seized on that conspiracy theory. What's his face? What's he called? David Icke. Because lizards feel sinister.
Because then it's really very the alliance with this so the marketing of is I don't know what the ground is.
Oh, you about to get dealt with right now.
Well, without the layers, it's just a simple conspiracy saying there what was happening. Yes, what we one system. And it's that, when people add all sorts of controls and racist and other details to it, I understand what's construct of course but what I don't get is where the lizard did, where that came from.
I think
because that's quite a bold detail to throw.
You're right, because up until then it's actually quite good. Maybe it has some truth to it, but there's something to it, and it's like he chats to people and then he buying it. I mean, he's this sporting collector, so what he's probably talking Death Line. And seeing the two shows against Death Line, and
Where in the Emirates Stadium, after the match, and Lichten's Island, Max holding court.
yeah, and he just started talking about how the Royal Family, maybe they control stuff, and maybe big business and bankers control the events of their line and not.
Oh, yeah! That's what you get! Okay, fly the Skyline down to there. I've sent the location. Our guy will keep it safe until we need it.
And then you get to the roll, next in the middle of the roll, you go just chuck in this, and keep on chucked in the middle of the maybe at that point.
But Lionel lapped it up.
Line lights up, wrapped it up. Handsome between fence cars break up to the
So you're saying it's probably just a point of sports fans to feel bad.
yeah, because you've done this great notice sports goes down he's going to win the title back at 38. Chris Charles is a loser. This is such a moment of just inspiration that hits.
Also, what doesn't make sense about the conspiracy, even though of course there are lots of things that don't make sense about it, is how do they explain people magnitude? So Kate, who's married Prince William is a business to show she's good. At what point does he reveal to her that he's a shapeshifter? Has she become a shapeshifting wizard? Has this wizard also half business? Do you know what I mean? Like this Darius one. Well, that's it.
Does that mean he's half shape-shifting as well? So his upper body stays still, got her body to turn into yank.
A Yankee and Pete.
Yeah.
So if you imagine the Queen as a princess,
Yeah.
she marries Prince Philip, who's just a Greek novelist. Greatest of respect. So he's a good well, just a separate street, sort of distant cousins. So that makes Charles then come into it. Diana was saying this not full man. Right.
Of course she is. And did you see the way she talked to children? The idea that Greek was just
Another way of looking at it. Okay, so Dan's full that creates William Harry who are both half shifted and half human. Yeah, one of them is slow. Yeah, which one? Well, Kid William's not really great to hold it, but sure, so Harry's, the reason that Harry's struggling is not because of the sustained racist legal justice as well. He's not sure how he's the scaliness of the California is the first happening. England, therefore, the whole thing about the place that is the other countries of California. This is kind of a big thing.
and it's probably better how we first have that place to breathe the light termites and bees.
So lovely flowers to scamper out.
Yeah.
And they can explore the TV.
I think that Kate, look at how seamlessly she
Quintessence human forces. Tortoise.
That's right.
This shit.
Which really like me say, look, there's a pigeon. It's not the other British people. Just, okay, I'm just putting it out there. It's like, I'm not putting this straight. Are we like the only non-British nation?
Yeah, there's a lot of things like turtles, lizards, and something.
Okay, but you think it's the
I'm not. I'm thinking of actual lizards.
domestic lizards?
Yeah, we've got them. We've got them.
That's like saying we've got domestic snakes.
We do.
No, I know. It's like saying it, 'cause people do say that as well.
But it's true.
It's like saying we've got domestic wildcats.
We do.
We do, don't we? Yeah. Where would you draw the line on
Take it
introduction?
easy.
Bearing in mind that one was just one big sort of, continent. We had a bit of everything.
I'm really into it. I love it.
Do you like reintroduction?
I'll be well up for it. Wolves. Wolves is the one they want to do, isn't it? Bears.
You know when the first mother has a child taken away by the wolves?
Yes.
There'll have to be a bit of soul searching at that point when they're about the whole reintroducing wolves to something.
Bring them to me.
When the wolf attacks, because obviously it will.
Okay, so we need to keep my uncle's ship all alone on the water where we can get to her and the...
How to talk your way out of that?
I don't think people talk about it much. I think probably the shepherds will get chilled up and the conservationists will make some points. They will just get short out in the hills and the valleys.
Are we going to reach wolves?
They want to, but I'm pretty sure they won't because
Yeah.
one of the advantages, this is quite boring, one of the advantages is they keep down numbers of things like deer, and deer, if you have to
Heads up, this place will probably be rigged with security cameras, so you want to keep things on the down low, obviously. If you bring the cops, it's gonna be a shit show.
So it is all that advanced because there's no presence.
Watch it!
Yeah, I think that would be what to focus on while you're being swallowed alive by what would be that.
Yeah, you're bringing that nature into balance.
Yeah.
You're part of the solution. Or not for that neologism.
Never stop being gorgeous!
Hey, I really wish I could talk. I gotta go.
What's up?
Done. What time you getting home later? Hey, buddy!
What happened we talked about we didn't talk about the little way, but like, it lives on the hot sand of Sahara.
Or we could watch Prison Bitches. I know you love that.
Alternate legs up in the air.
I'll pay you back next week.
That's shit.
That is a good one.
Well, that's where you will see the I think you can talk for that. Of course.
But it's more about
Are they lizards? No.
they're a lot like lizards.
Are they? I mean, it's becoming quite clear we don't know very much about lizards. No, that feels like it's sort of question absolutely with great certainty.
What is whether a crocodile is a lizard?
I don't think I can. I feel like I can tell it's a reptile. And then as soon as I say that, I'm full of crashing doubts.
I'm going to put this into Google and see what comes up. If you write is a crocodile. Okay. If you write is a croc.
I'm going to say no. I'm saying yes.
You get is a croc. Is a crocodile? No.
Yes. Or did I say yes? You said yes.
But feels arbitrary as to who goes what. Alligators, crocodiles, caimans, and gharials are all. Oh God, a brilliant word. You know what alligators and crocodiles
That's
are?
no way to treat a lady.
Crocodilians.
Yeah, we didn't mention dinosaurs, which are like the main.
Oh, shit.
Lizards. I guess they're like lizards. But lizards were the earth.
If you could go back and tell T-Rex that Vinci does run, there'll be no T-Rexes, but there will be salamanders still around.
The only T-Rex would be nothing but a wind-up plastic toy on a tiled shelf. I don't think he'd believe you. But just in the same way that if you told the average guy on the street...
Get ready to blow anything that might have info on my uncle's ship. It's called La Princess. Sticky bombs should do it. And hey, don't forget to grab the Coast Guard's uniform before you pull the trigger. Gotta get suited and booted.
I think it's quite a future for me, you, and your children.
My wife went on holiday, right? This is before I knew her. She went on holiday to Jamaica once. And staying in these like beach huts. And in the middle of the night one night, there was a knocking on the door. And she went to the door in the middle of the night, quite freaked out, opened it, there was no one there. Went back to sleep. The knocking started again. Went back to the door, there was no one there. And eventually she realised that at the end there was a crab knocking at the door.
With a package to sign for.
A package to sign for it. It was because it was before Yodel. And of course that's what well, it's effectively nature's land-based drone. The crab.
Which I think concludes our discussion of lizards. Dealt with.
Okay, so that was lizards. I think dealt with conclusively. Now, thank you to everyone who's got in touch, either at our Twitter account, beansaladpod, or our email address, 3beansaladpod@gmail.com. I think the big issue that's come up this week, mainly, the theme of a lot of the correspondence has been reacting to something I said in last week's podcast, and I'd just like to publicly apologise for that, which is that I said that the kind of bird that can tear your face off, the flightless bird, is a rhea. Turns out it's not a rhea at all, it's called a cassowary, and a rhea is a small, by all accounts very sweet, very nice, and I would say sorry, because I know that people have listened, maybe who have pet wheels, the baby scared them. I know that well, if anyone's watching BBC News, they will see that big well.
The other side of that coin is that down here that there is a cassowary. And that supervision has become so rapid that cassowary has decimated the zoo.
They immediately changed it to obey security, and it went on security, obey.
I think it's all close to his friends. He's had two gorillas. He's absolutely pissed off. And it's that's on us.
That is on us. And also there have been people out there who are walking through the jungle, they'll see a cassowary, and they're like, that's right there. That's not a rhea. And then they'll have their face pulled off.
Here come them, because they get pulling with a handful of nuts. Because they cooks it in. At least by that entire hand is gone. May I read a section of the cassowary Wikipedia page, please? Cassowaries have three-toed feet. The second toe, the inner one in the joint, sports a dagger-like claw that may be 5 inches long. The claw is particularly fearsome, since cassowaries sometimes kick humans.
That's like the cleaning lady in the Bond film, isn't it? But then I think
She's got the cassowary shoes.
so yeah, sorry about that. We've had a lot of
Hello there.
They destroy a few files and the LSPD lose their minds. I thought they didn't even like doing paperwork. Lose them, and then you're all clear to bring the uniforms back to the yard.
Jealous. Species.
Correspondence is set. What's to do with like the sex today?
fly away from the boat and it can't fly. So Sexy Legs have developed as essentially it's a honey trap, it's an active honey trap. So if you're Homo sapiens, hunting, whatever, you're around, you go into the forest, there's a clearing in the forest. What will happen is,
Sexy legs in the bush.
exactly, the cassowary will make sure the main most of the body is concealed on the bush, the legs will be sticking out. And
Just a sexy leg with a 5-inch claw. Not to put it right.
Jesus, we don't need
Sexy leg.
fucking
and
Christ.
the three toe foot medial one being a punchline. The hunter puts down his
Couldn't have
he's
picked
not
better
like a
myself.
mate, he's got a spear. Okay, same thing, okay. Puts down a spear.
Hang on, we are still Homo sapien.
Correct. Early man. And the other thing a sexy jazz saxophone to start playing, and that is the cassowary. Is a sort of sensual jazz. It sounds like a sensual sax solo, which is combined with sexy. So you're saying that jazz prefigures all other movies exactly like. Of course. Like everything, it's evolutionary.
And did they, just to be clear, was the cassowary playing? Was it playing a saxophone, or has the baritone sax been based on the shape and neck of a cassowary?
The baritone sax has been based on the shape and neck of the cassowary. Sexy human legs, saxophone throat.
Absolutely irresistible combination.
Irresistible. So then early man lowers his gun, chills out.
Hey.
It's a bit here.
Ah.
Like go and say hi, maybe have a chat with the owner of those sexy legs. Walks over and then he's got a beak in his eye.
Okay, this is it. Everything's in place. You ready to go full pirate mode? Because if anything's worth boarding a ship crawling with heavily armed private security, it's this car.
Joins the party. Because your eye is right back in your rear cortex, been pecked through your skull.
But the remaining eye has ever been forced out of it because of the pressure. And is it dangling?
Alright, head to the docks. Let's do this thing. Nice fit, by the way.
The other eye is dangling. Let me see something here. What he's down the way. He's talking to sort of controls.
Hey, boss, I couldn't sleep last night. Just tossing and turning and thinking, is this car really worth 15 years in prison if we get caught? And you know, by morning, I got some real clarity. And yeah, it is.
But if you say they can't,
The plan's foolproof. My uncle's ship and his sweet, completely unique car should all be sitting ducks by now. Nothing to worry about. Long as you're not scared of open water, it's all G. And I'm not scared, so it's good. It's cool.
She says, I have seen both Chris Rea and the Rea, and disappointingly was attacked by neither. I'm glad we're sure to hear that. I'm not disappointed.
well, we know why the thing is. We know people established they're a peaceful player.
Yeah, but that's quite uncharacteristic of Chris Rea.
I think they're very unusual.
Yeah. Classic. And thank goodness he didn't see the famous Chris Casper for once he put the trouble.
He does really good. That story goes, you ever heard this really? Tell the story to me, but the full version of the story is Chris Casper didn't make it there for songs, and they stopped at every turn of the way to make everyone make the sing. So they go together.
Okay, so don't kill me, but that outfit is really only gonna get you by the patrol boats. If you try just waltzing onto the ship, people might start catching on. It's like I told my ex-girlfriend, the best way to avoid intense situations is to never see each other. So you're gonna climb the anchor chain. Okay, let me check our pilot's good to go. Goldenberg, this is Strip King. Do you copy? Strip King, this is Goldenberg. I'm reading you. Standing by for the flight. Over and out. Hey, so boss, for real. You like Dirt King as a code name? I came up with that.
Spur's right. It's been a dream of mine since childhood to become a middle-aged British despite not being interested in comedy or university. You're regretting subbing in Spurs now?
Yes, Ramsey is he's someone who very much he's a risk taker, isn't he, socially? I think with Spurs I think
I think I'm doing Spurs too next year. I'm doing a golf gambling. He's about to deliver a very backhanded compliment.
Soon as you get on board, head to the bridge and take out the captain. Once he's down, you'll be able to use his codes to access the terminal.
You're absolutely perfect. Now I can live that dream vicariously. With three indistinguishable voices. With meandering, mildly funny conversations.
that is just backhanded with the isn't it? Spursy, okay. Spursy has pulled off quite a trick.
He separated them from the pack early doors. This is a clever move. He's absolute master. I used to be this certainly drew me. I am at 100% for my ex-senses after
it's psychologically but separate Spursy from my sense of self.
to do Spurs.
He's better. It's so long, but it's safe, quick.
We got a man down!
Says, anyways, talk about no nexus and fake weekends.
You better take cover!
I tell you what,
Office space with Spurs sitting opposite me.
You piece of shit!
You know what I mean? Every day going to work,
just imagine what's going to say. What's going to make you what's going to
Fucking cover! Look down!
So it's been, I just want to say guys, I think we've got to be together. Yeah.
You motherfucking
I look
cocksucker!
back at it fondly. Yeah, I guess change the email address.
We need assistance! We have a man down!
Of course we call it now Spurs as well. But it's Spurs as well. Spurs as well. Then you need to, whatever I would do, I think you need to put up do the work.
slowly come towards us.
You're wide open!
Yeah, this is much better. But then, until my dying day, then he will finally turn up my funeral and ruin it. Yeah. Yeah. With a kind of backhanded eulogy. With a backhanded eulogy. And little things like as you feel like I'm guessing that loosen some of the legs. Or he'll have people that will loosen for him. A lot of the fuse will be just long enough that people can't really focus on your past it and become off kilter.
I think he would loosen the lid on the coffin so that when it's been put down into the hole, the lid slips off, revealing me. I'm lying face down, and I'm clothed of a bare arse. He's put me in traps.
Yeah.
He also will at some point got off with every person in the organization in their distant past.
For those of us quite close to that. They'll play that in on a screen. They'll have a little screen in the projector that he'll set up from him. And then you get off of that.
You bitch!
Of the choice of the
And even before said,
We got a man down! Find some cover!
just for the record, people spurs, big time. And then technical music plays. There's a lot of lasers. Actually gets quite fun at that point.
It wasn't a church at all. The rules were the way you actually in water punk. And it says 1,000 categories. At that point,
Once you got the codes, use the terminal to figure out which containers might have the car.
Energy, people get it's
Break out the bolt cutters, baby. It's time to pop open these containers and see if there's a prize inside for us.
Spotlight. Cool. You're alive.
Was I still
You motherfucking...
You were supposed to. But you haven't even finished saying I was supposed to your long thoughts. You down your throat. Even a bit. Honest water. I don't know. There is death. One action after. No, it's just instant. And I'm a bit cool that I did it. Oh yeah. He knows that. There's 40 CCTV different people's eyes. There is.
Retreat! Everywhere, retreat!
It's been quite exciting to be. We've been at the beginning of that journey. We know that we've got that to come. Yeah, it's just nice to be. It's nice to have something that pulls you ahead. You do know that what's going to happen. How long is that going to take? 40 years? Yeah.
It's a 40-year cycle, not Spurs will gain it. It's a 40-year free of Spurs.
So thank you very much, listeners. This person Beanheads so Beanheads. Beanheads is something so effective. We haven't got time to do more also, that was largely because of Spurgeon today. That was true. We have had some very excellent suggestions for future topics. So people, please, we will keep together. So, yes, the email address is previousalcohol@people.com. The address is beansalad.com. Ta-ra for now.
Ta-ra! Ta-ra and all hail. Does that help keep you? Is that why we keep you doing it? Is that why we can do it now? Double refresh. Yeah, that's not that. Okay.
But does that answer the question?
Very awesome.
I'm not even sure the question is. So, yeah, maybe we're still interested in that. Well, do we even need to do that? Do we need to have a bit of a go on bring things out of it? Or can we just say, oh yeah, wait a minute, I solved it. Well, what do you think they should kind of fade up when it's having a conversation about motorcycles? Yeah. Exactly. It's about creating the words of sound.
Really, that's a good sound that we have very, very high safe time with a lot of touch chance.
That's fire, bro, like lead. My pilot is on his way.
As living
This is Golden Bird to team leader. Golden Bird to team leader. I see a signal. Coming in for the pickup.
Watch my ass while I get this thing ready.
yeah, so they're all sitting around that full shade on
They're just getting started out there. You copy? Deal with these bogeys before this thing ends up at the bottom of the ocean.
with incredible positive. With incredible positive, they'll do that up at the law. Yeah, that's sort of fine. What was the question? It's hard to have a question about the answer. By the way, I've been thinking about this part. We could have a section of the podcast that's called Comedy. And it's the bits where we discuss how the actual podcast should work. Why is it called comedy? Because it's comedy is you can see Alison, the chillin, you can see the escalators come underneath, don't you? That was the whole break. Yeah. Which was incredible. And the jokes that came out of it was so before that, no such suddenly inside what is that lines But from the beginning, would you imagine what they said?
That's a wrap, baby. Enjoy your new car. And hey, make sure you tell Yusuf I helped out. That dude tips like a motherfucker.
Fast clip from the base, right? Or does he need like the marketing page on the side of the you know, like an unboxing. Okay, I might need a bit of I might need you to say the confidence that as a marketing okay. And that's time for
I've been looking up pics of this car and I'm in love. Drive her back to the yard. Oh, and be gentle. But don't worry, if she gets scuffed, we can get our guy here to fix her up. See you soon.
And now it's time for competitive section. Competitive.
my question for you, Henry, is these I'm totally on board with the pompous section. I'm just a bit concerned about its potential longevity. I think you know, we've already had this conversation about whether we do a fade in at the beginning. That's one. I can't imagine what we're talking about next week.
Okay, I mean, I don't want to.
Man, my uncle's gonna be mad,
Just put
bro.
it this way. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up doing that thing a few more times. I'm just gonna put it out there that the kind of guys we are. Sure. Yeah, don't put any money on it necessarily, but yeah, I'm feeling it.
I'm also worried, Henry, personally worried that if you start throwing in new sections like in episode 3, by the time we get to episode 15, there's going to be several sections. If we add a new section every 3 episodes,
You're already worried about the rate of section.
to be fair, episode 3 is a very early episode to begin a sort of kind of sort of self-reflective, introspective, meta, sort of slowly begin the wandering of crawling up into our own assholes.
You're saying we have an urge?
Well, I do think. I don't know if we're necessarily urgent comedy. I'm happy to give comedy a go. I think we should just be careful because the path into up your own arsehole it's a one-way street. And,
Take care.
Look,
Alright.
a lot of people, that isn't true, by the way, because by definition, to just attract help to it's now.
So it's only going one way, isn't it? Unless something's going very wrong, classically.
In a perfect world, then. We don't live in a perfect world.
We talked last week about how an octopus has a conviated tag. So, the animal octopus.
Oh, I've just got another section.
I think it's right, it's time, isn't it?
Like, it's the tracks talking.
Right, you're laying down the train tracks as the train's careering out of control.
That's what Dr. Quantum do with sections of transparency.
You think so the whole lot of watching
The start section of transparency walking through as we go around.
well, this isn't necessarily information. Apparently life is purely because he's done his homework and then he got fucking budget design it. So he's doing the setting of organizing. He's just using to call drawing it. But when the bench has a piece of what we're missing out, to look at it just you can see the seconds.
Another section.
Hang on. It absolutely wasn't designed by the full doctor.
Bullets just bounce off.
Yes! Pompidou was the best France in the 70s. Anyway, so go back to another section. What was the first one? What was the second one, Andy? We had Pompidou,
But let's just try to talk because things have come up. Royal Ham. I mean, there are Think way better. What's anything to do with just going back to Digestive Tract? What genre of jingle would you like for that? I think Baroque harpsichord. Okay. Can you just give me the voice that I can put over the Baroque harpsichord?
Hey!
Digestive Tract talk. No. Was that okay? Actually, I was thinking Mozart is he Baroque? No, I was thinking like Bach. Bach, Baroque, certainly, yeah. So that was your impression of Bach? Yeah, no. Are you telling us that was specifically Viennese? Yeah, I was going for specifically mid-Europe, lowland, mid-Europe, imperial. Yeah. I thought it was very good. Yeah, bit Habsburg. Just a touch, though. The kind of accent that would go well with having about 50 medals on your lapel. Never lifted a bloody sword. Didn't sound that military to me, Henry. Well, okay, this isn't about politics.
How's it go?
I've always had a bit of a thing about the Habsburgs. You know, you don't get me on you know that you don't get me on the Habsburgs. You'll have a good night. Because I'll ruin any night out. Is that another Salvation? I have to put it. By giving him that voice, that was the point I was making. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, not about the Habsburgs, I'm going to be honest. Listen, we know that, Henry. Good job. See, if I'm going to go to the trouble of making a jingle for Digestive Tract section, what goes in it? Must come out. Sorry. Well, in terms of the musical start, I told you, harpsichord, Baroque. I mean, how much more do you want to... Digestive Tract talk? Well, yeah. So, I make the Baroque harpsichord version of the jingle, and then the jingle dies out. Yes. What do we hear then? Well, is that when we hear that Digestive Tract? Then it's us talking... Would you want another line? No, I think it's just going to be Digestive Tract talk, and then you hear the jingle, that fades out, and then we're talking about Digestive Tract. What, you were just going to say something connected to that? The way I see this working is as a post-edit thing, so basically, if we end up talking about Digestive Tracts, in post, Ben goes in and sticks in. This is a Pompidou now. Exactly. With Pompidou during a Digestive Tract talk. Unadvanced. Well, are you free in terms of jingles? I think good luck writing a jingle for that. I'm pretty confident. I mean, one person might say a Pompidou, another person might say to tearing away the very threads that hold together this podcast. the delicate threads, as they are. The very fabric of what we're doing has been completely destroyed. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's high stakes, yeah. Okay, great. So we're now ready for future Pompidou sections and ready for future Digestive Tract sections. It feels like a strong position to start the actual show. Probably there's nothing in this episode's Digestive Tract section. It's just all it's got is just the natural bacteria that live in there anyway. The natural bacteria out of chat. See if you can hear it constantly spouting away the background. That kind of banter, indeed. It's constantly as we discuss Rome. Yeah. Rome, is it? Is that good? Rome. This is another one, again, we're sort of making a mockery of the format here because, again, we recorded this before we even about the first episode. So this one, again, was suggested by our friend Gareth, who suggested to see Rome. It's seen put on your sandals, get on a donkey. Get on a Vespa donkey. Yeah, literally. Make sure you got some of Mama's and Vespa souls. Today's theme is Rome. Rome? Rome. Rome. City of Rome. Right. so primal, so isn't it? So just the city, the eternal city, the city that's in our, it's in my DNA. Certainly.
You're a mixture of Turkish and English DNA. But if you draw a line between Turkey and the UK, what's halfway?
Rome.
Probably Bulgaria or something like that.
But all roads lead to Rome, so it depends how you look at it. From a map point of view, you're always halfway to Rome, pretty much wherever you go. The cradle of
the cradle of public baths,
the cradle of public baths,
and wiping your ass with the sponge, that's the thing.
Right, you're to Rome.
Yeah. If you've been to Rome, you have to wipe your ass with the same sponge. Everyone in Rome hands on the same way. That was an exclusively Roman. I think the medieval seafarer enjoyed the same. So really? Yeah, there's a. Where is it? Not far from me. There's a mock-up of St. Francis Drake's old gaff, and the main attraction to it. Yeah, the tiny ship that he used to sail about. Yeah. The Golden Hind. The Hind.
It was much smaller than you think, isn't it?
But they were small as well.
They were small at
times. They were not.
But it was almost like one of those tiny Fiats used to be going around with some smart car on the ship, wasn't it? It was just him and one other crew member.
Oh, it was very much a commuter's city ship. Yeah. It was. Yeah. But he used it long range.
Yeah.
And the thing that kids get excited about is the fact that right at the back there's a shifting stick with a sponge. But they were a bit okay because they could at least hold on down. It was on a chain and they tried to open back. The force of the sea would secure the next parts.
And was that a living sponge then? Your luck's not in it.
I think it would be living, or at least not for long. If it had been put back in the water between meters, I think it would be the most savage of all deaths.
Well, I think it would be praying for death, but it'd be like, please let this be the last sort of scurvy-ridden bum crack that I have to spend time in. And then
the coup d'arce.
There's the coup d'arce. We're praying to dry out and die, and then we should just jump back in that chain and see just resuscitate it.
It's the most perfect torture. If you brought a Roman to a modern bathroom and asked him to have a shit, would he then take the toilet brush and use that on his... That's the closest thing we have to a sponge on the stick in the modern bathroom. Would he be forgiven for doing that?
Another thing a Roman might do is might go, look, how am I supposed to go just sitting here on my own? I can't go unless upwards of 30 people are watching.
And I need to be discussing the matters of state.
Discussing matters of state with, good 30 or so of my peers.
Before it can trigger any sort of evacuation.
Yeah.
I need to hear the ribald philosophy of Cicero and...
Fudge up, mate. Cicero's come in. Alright. And then everyone moves up a seat here. Cicero comes in.
You move up a seat, then you know it's time you better crack a window as well, because once Cicero gets going, then everything gets going.
Oh, yeah. Well, Cicero was the equivalent of morning coffee, I think, for Romans, yeah. So Cicero started doing some rhetoric. Loosen you up.
I sort of can't go if someone's watching my eyeballs.
Not in private state.
So what happened to humanity? How did we go to that?
And who first put the lock on the toilet floor? Was it the Emperor Augustus?
It's the beginning of individualism as the building block of human civilization. So you're saying, well, this is the start of the American dream. Well, democracy, capitalism, yeah. None of that would have happened if we were still sort of communally shitting.
So do you think the very modern idea of the South?
Yeah.
Comes from that?
We were like bees or ants, we were just part of the
hive brain.
Yeah. Part of the swarm.
Yeah.
And someone locked themselves in, did a private shit, suddenly they were like, hang on, I'm an individual with my own wants and needs. And they looked down and went, these are my needs. These needs don't belong to anyone else. I always thought these looked like there were just loads of knees in a room, loads of faces, and quite a bad smell. Leonardo da Vinci was the first person to shit away. Well, he famously drew a solo toilet cubicle, didn't he? when there was no invention at the time.
He invented the stall. Which people often mistakenly think was a design for a helicopter, but that was actually a fan. That was the first ventilated toilet vehicle.
They were saying we're trying to make it fly.
One thing they say about Rome is they say, yes, but the food isn't very good.
Who says that?
Middle class tossers.
Because what you really need to be going is Bologna.
The Bologna.
Yeah, people do say that.
Well, I think the perception of food in Rome is that Rome, like, the food in Italy is amazing, but like your local sort of Italian in Britain, you sort of like lasagna, spag bowl, big pepper pot.
The ratio of the pepper pot, the height of the pepper pot to the waiter is important.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah. It should be about sort of 1 to 2.
So two of the waiters, the waiter could fit inside the pepper pot twice. Yeah. That classic sort of box pound, that's the food in Rome.
So where do you go then? In Italy?
I think
Rome doesn't have a thing, does it? So like, if you want pizza, you go to Napoli, because that's where pizza's from. If you want bolognese, you go to Bologna.
If you want lemons, you go to Sorrento. That happens in Italy. Each town or bit you go to has like one food.
Exactly.
So you go to Sorrento, it's lemons. Like everything's lemons. There's pictures of lemons. There's places of lemons with lemon accents. There's lemon. The drinking check. There's always a local liqueur as well, based on that product, which they offer you at the end of your meal. So Bologna is always
does the job, does the business. That's somewhat of the same. Which one's your own holiday?
with the other ones.
Okay. I watched my first paragraph over Christmas. I've never seen one before.
Used to be the era of pop stars where
Well, that's what I liked about it, is that he was the world's heartthrob, but he just looks like someone's dad.
totally.
And he's good looking well.
But you can tell he doesn't have that insane body that actors have to have now.
Well, they would occasionally unbutton a shirt in those movies as well,
Yeah.
You'd see a flash of hairy chest, but there's zero definition. And even there's no V shape anywhere. Possibly a bit of pigeon chest going on. Slightly skinny arms. Upper arms the same girth as the forearms. What did really go wrong? What was wrong with that? What was wrong with that? It's fine. It's like that.
What's his face? Kirk Douglas had that.
He had a bit of tone. They were flat pecs, but you could tell they had a bit of twitch, right? As opposed to a sort of great big heaving pair of sort of muscle tits. Now, not the work. Jesus, those muscle tits. Yeah. Because also you're on a horrible tightrope where as soon as you stop exercising, they just turn into regular things.
Yeah, but also you can tell that Black Panther, he's always just basically either standing up or sitting down. And you have like this nice sort of thriller, but he's just either standing up or sitting down.
You might do both if you see it, but very rare. Yeah.
Well, it might be that, probably the banana. Initially sitting up, sitting down, and having to stand up. But like, you never see them running like this.
And even if he's going to turn to that to me, they'll make sure when he rises to the scene that he does get a drink at some point during the scene.
Yeah, there's just no physical agility sort of needed, is there? There's just no kind of range of motion is very narrow in those stars. James Stewart as well, just always standing up. The picture man is that. When you think you just like down.
Run down the stairs, turn to the back, So pigs can't look up. Yes, they've never seen the sky.
Next time I see a pig, I'm going to pick it up.
What's the sky? Look at that!
Look at that, mate. So Tom Cruise can't run the... So if they needed to run downstairs in the Mission Impossible, they'd have to build a kind of MC extra staircase thing where he's actually running up. It looks like he's running down.
That's what Mission Impossible refers to. Just a big set of stairs.
Mission Impossible is getting... Can you grab that, that bag of nuclear codes? Can you grab the bag of nuclear codes that's stuck down in the basement?
No. For the first time in this franchise, I'm gonna say I can't deliver that.
I'm going to reverse the Earth's gravitational pull so that I jump down the stairs.
When you pushed him down the stairs, would he fall down the stairs?
Fall down the stairs.
He can fall down the stairs.
Fall down the stairs, no trouble. He can walk downstairs, he can hop downstairs, he can ride a motorcycle downstairs. What he can't do is run downstairs. What have we not discussed with
Centurions.
What a Centurion?
They've got shin pads they've got.
Yeah, good shin pads and war sandals as well, which also very great.
The war sandals.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm working. I promise.
Also great movie.
He stands up very well, that's all.
You see the reason?
I see the last few years it stands up.
It's unbelievable how well it sounds like.
Hey, I...
One of my favourite bits. Yeah. He does that at the beginning. And he does it very fast now.
I think he does it at the end. I think it's essentially a hobby turns out it should be a bit more
Yeah.
I'll snap, yeah. Forever. Oh, it comes out, it's great.
How we do? There is, of course, such a thing as the Roman candle.
Spinny firework.
Sorry, that's just a little thingy round going upwards.
We didn't discuss the whole massacre of Christians. Is that what Roman Catholics do?
I didn't know.
But it reminds me of the second birthday.
Silver.
Actual classes.
We haven't yet discussed what was in this section of the
Like red orange.
especially when Moses is definitely killed the need to have one. Yeah. You know, the commentary, they say, well, this all started when you've got a good supplement.
Yeah, you don't go to a town and go, well, so tell me, who suffered who? Who suffered from? Who suffered from? No, what suffered who from me?
Well, honestly, we security, someone has to suffer something. When the council went to something to technically not then the council would say something about it. Yeah, well, the entry of trying to work something else. That's right.
Or you don't go to places that are dumps and go, God, I'm brushing this for you.
What's up, buddy? How's the new purchase?